Welcome! Today I'm talking about Scrum Master challenges. Hit that like button as it helps to grow my channel and helps share with many others. Today we're talking about more Scrum Master challenges. This is part 2 in a series, talking about the challenges and issues and problems faced by Scrum Masters, and of course, what you can do about it. Stick with me. The first challenge is that teams can move and be broken apart. One of the biggest and most important values and opportunities gained with doing Agile well, and of course Scrum, if you're a Scrum Master, is if you have a team that stays together for an extended period of time. I'm talking for 6 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years. The opportunities of the education and knowledge transfer and the cohesiveness of that team is something that's really hard to measure, but has a huge impact on the ability of the team to take on challenges and solve problems that can't even be identified now, but in the future. One of the myths that Scrum Masters often face is that people are resources. We are not trees. I am not this t-shirt. I am a human being with abilities and qualities and interests and unique ideas and my personality and all these other things. And the value of me is not shown on a spreadsheet, but instead the value that I bring to the team is in direct proportion and relationship to those that I work with. So keep the teams together so they can become more and more excellent together. How do I help teams think about this and organizations think about and actually keep teams together? I'll show them data-driven articles from Google, Apple, Deloitte that actually look at this research, do a bunch of studies, and have identified that keeping teams together is better for them. It's much, much better for them. Because when they take on a product and they stay together on the product, or they stay together and they have all this interconnectivity, which means they can learn faster and they know how to actually where to go for what, it means they can take on things that are way beyond what we can imagine right now. And they can do things that are such a high quality that it can wow the entire organization. A second challenge is the fear of transparency. This comes from a place of uncomfortableness and the potential risk that if I share something, I could be hurt for it. And this comes usually in the form of the culture and the politics of the organization. What harm can it do? Well, it causes teams and management to not make good choices. If you don't know what's going on, you can't make informed, well understood, and thought through and discussed decisions. And this usually shows up when management, or anybody really in an organization, starts controlling and maintaining power, a small empire within the organization to say, this is where my power is. It sits in this group. What can you do about it? Well, start working with management to ask them, find out what they want to see, what they want to know about, what visibility and transparency do they need to make better decisions to do their job well. So start giving them that if you're on the team, you're a Scrum Master. Start helping them by showing them different things, giving more access to things, such as if you have a Kanban board or product backlog, give them access to see it whenever they want. So complete access for visibility. And then as you build that trust and show the value of doing that, ask them to give you a little bit more transparency. So over time, the end-to-end is known by the organization, the teams, and everybody else playing in it. Number 3, team success conflicts with individual success. This is a really big one. The job of the Scrum Master and Agile Coach is to really help that Agile team succeed as a team, not as one individual or another individual. This is all about the team performance and actually achieving better outcomes, not better output. It is not the number of things you get done. It is the quality and the ability to hit the needs of your customer and user group. This is really challenging because most of the organizations out there are focused on individual performance. How I do helps me in my career. How we do may not help me in my career. So what can I do? What's the tip? What would I recommend you do to help with this one? First, work with your direct manager to create collective team performance goals. They could be on top of or in addition to your own individual goals. So you may have 5 individual goals that you want to do over the next 3 months, 6 months, or a year, And then maybe you just add one team performance goal that you get your manager to agree with and anybody else that works with your manager. And as that becomes more comfortable and management agrees with this, then you start working with HR to make it more open and more standard and offered more widely across the organization. Your ability as a Scrum Master is to help the team succeed. And to do that, you need other people to help. Management is a great place to start. The fourth challenge is around conflicting expectations from management. So you're a Scrum Master. You have one direct manager, but now that you're working with a team, you may have 3, 4, 5 other managers, sponsors, executives that want things of you. So what do? As a Scrum Master, you try to satisfy them all. You satisfy one, which is your manager, by doing what they want. Be productive. Check. Then you have another one that says, I want you to be able to solve problems. Okay, check. Then you want you to improve the quality of the software. Now I want you to have more output. Now we want to make sure we talk to these people. And it becomes this really heavy thing that you have to face as a Scrum Master. So what do? A tip I recommend is to work with your direct manager first and to identify very clearly 1 or 2 things that are expected of you as a Scrum Master and how that relates to the team. Then, with agreement with your manager, bring others with you into a conversation. Have a conversation with that manager and all the other sponsors and executives and management that ask for things of you or expect things of you as a Scrum Master. Discuss it as a collective, and then through that, get them to agree on 1 or 2 things that you are expected to do. Once that's done, it's considered good enough. Share that. Make this agreement visible to all people that interact with your team and with you. So that the next time someone says, I want you to do this, you can show them this and say, where does it fit? Does it fit here or here? Does it fit on one of those things? You can go talk to my direct manager and they can go figure it out. It's a way to take it off you, and then the agreement becomes visible, an information radiator, which is a way to actually share information by just making it visible. So you don't have that pressure anymore and you can get to your job, which is helping and supporting and coaching your team to be the best team that they can be. So what if you're a new Scrum Master and you're facing a whole bunch of these challenges? You're not sure what to do. Of course, you could listen to these things and try out these tips. But what if you want more information? What if you want to actually be engaged and be able to talk through and discuss these challenges and get that support? Well, I recommend that you attend my Certified Agile training, link in the description, so that you can actually get that information to be a more effective Scrum Master, an Agile Coach, understand the fundamentals, and understand how it all connects together. My class is all about helping you get the mindset, the foundation, and the relationships of how this whole Agile thing works, so that you can make more informed decisions, you can be armed with practical techniques and tools, and you can have the thinking behind it so you understand when things go sideways, which they will, you actually know how to take it apart, solve it bit by bit, or see the whole picture and be able to understand how the parts all fit. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel as I bring in a new video each Monday, helping you achieve your goals as being a better professional, being a better Agile Coach or Scrum Master, really supporting others as a manager, and just bring out the best in who you are, what you can do, and then how you can actually support those around you. Thanks so much for watching this video. Have a great week.